Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna explain game mechanics and I try to explain it in the perfect form. So if you are beginner or if you want to win more fight, you can watch the video. Otherwise, get out of here. Okay? So the first thing I want to explain before we go to the game is frame data. So if I want to explain the frame data, guys, the game is run at a 60 FPS. And imagine on the real fight, I want to just make it so simple. I have jab, I have cross, and my jab is faster than my cross. So my jab frame data is lower than my cross. And if I want to throw kick, it's even slower. So it's exactly the frames on the game. We have some faster moves, we have some slower moves, and I'm going to explain it on the game. But I want to give you that vision to know what frames exactly is. And in the game, you can just hit me in the some points. So imagine I want to throw my cross and I go for a slow motion. You see, when I my hand here and it didn't reach you, you can hit me with your jab. So I'm just moving my hand. You can hit me exactly here with your jab. But if my hand is straight and reach you, you cannot hit me on that point. It's active frame. So when I just straight my hand, it's active frame. If I just moving, it's a startup, you can hit me. So you can hit your opponent on the startup every time. And if you block it, you can just see your block advantage. So here I'm going to explain block advantage. If I throw some crazy kicks to you and you're going to block it and I fall down, you can hit me on the recovery. So this recovery on the block, it's called the block advantage on the game. So that means if I do a crazy stuff on you and you block that and you just give me time to wake up, in my wake up time, you can hit me. So you can hit me on the block advantage. That's how say he's negative on that move. So if the Sub-Zero go for the slide, for example, and you block it, this guy is just too negative, and you can hit him with almost any punch you have. The second thing I want to tell you is just if I miss the punch, if I want to throw my cross and you put your head back, so I miss the punch. So every time I miss something, my opponent can punish me. So I'm going to explain it on the game, but I just want to give you that vision. You can hit your opponent on the startup, on the recovery, or if they miss. So we go to the game, guys. So guys, we're gonna start. You can active frame data on the practice setting down here, and you put the frame data on the board. So you can see frames down there, startup, active, recovery, block advantage, hit advantage, and cancel advantage. So I'm gonna explain it again. So if you see guys, I use my 2-1 and startup is 10 frame. But if I use if I use 1, my frame data is 7. So how can I use it on the game? If the Sub-Zero player go for the 2-1, I can counter it with the 1-2. So if the Sub-Zero player stays near me like that, you see, I countered him with the 1-2 because I use a faster move like that. So when you just stay near each other, who use the faster moves can take the fight. And if I, for example, block that, it has a block advantage, guys. The block advantage is -7. -7 is almost safe. They can just block it, but at some point you can just down poke them, or you can just go for the grab if you do it on the right time. -7 is almost safe, and the best option is to just block it if you just take the all hit. Or you can go for the down one, or you can just grab them. Normally, most of the player do that. Okay. Another thing I want to tell you is just when the opponent missed the punch. So I told you when the opponent missed the punch, you can just counter them. If they miss, they have to pay. So he missed the punch, I counter him like that. Easy. And you can do it almost for all moves when they miss. So when they don't hit you and you are not on the block, you can just counter them between their move like that. So if they miss, they have to pay. Block advantage, guys. If the Sub-Zero player go for the craziest stuff like a slide, it's just too negative if you block it. So if you block that, it's just too negative. You can just hit them easy. So it's negative 22. That means if you use anything fast, lower than 22 frames, you can hit them. So that was it. And I'm gonna explain the attacks in the game, guys. Attacks, we have high attacks. You see my 1 or my 2 is almost high attack. I have mid attack, low, overhead, and grab. So these are the attacks in the game. And every attack had a different counter. So for the high attack, guys, let me show you. If I throw some high attacks here, oh, let me just change it. I throw some high attacks, and if I duck on it, you're gonna miss every time. So you can duck on the high attacks, but how can you use it on the game to counter your opponent? So if Sub-Zero player go for that move, and I know that. So the first option, if I want to stop him, I duck on the first punch, I down poke him. And every time you down poke your opponent, it's your turn to do combo. So, but if you want to do a better option, you're going to duck it and they're going to counter it like that. So every time they throw the first punch, it's a high attack, you can duck on it. But if they throw mid attacks, you cannot duck on it. So you have to read your opponent. If you know this guy gonna spam that move too much and he go for the high, so you're gonna duck and they're gonna counter him back. Another thing I can tell you is for the high attacks, so you can just duck it. We go for the mid attacks. In the mid attacks, guys, you cannot duck mid attacks. You have to just block. You have to just block it. And if you want to counter mid attacks, you have to make them miss. The first option to make them miss, you can dash back. He missed the punch and I counter him. You make him miss, you make him pay. Or sometimes you can jump on that. So on jump on the you cannot jump on the every mid attack in the game, but you can jump some mids in the game. So you after you play for a long time, you know which mids you can just jump on. So if I jump on a bad time, he's gonna hit me. So I'm jumping on a bad time right now. So I jump on the right time. You see, I jump on the bad time, he hit me. But if I jump on the right time, I can counter him. So you can at some points jump on the mid attacks, but not all of them. If the Liu can do that 3 kick, you cannot jump on that mid attacks. So the only time you have to just keep blocking if they throw mids. So another thing is a low attack, guys. Low attack. So if they throw low attacks like that, you can always jump on the low attack. So if they throw any low attacks, you see this low attack slide, you can just jump on it and you come down with your down one. I explain the aerial attack soon, guys. So if they throw low attack, you can just jump on it and come down with the 2. And yeah, that's a counter for the low attacks. Or you can just make them miss, and if they miss that, you can counter them with your any move. You see, this guy missed the low. I come back with the mid. Most of the time, if they throw mid and they miss it, you can come with your mid attack and hit them. So if you see the guy is spamming low attacks, you can just go with your mid and hit him. Another move in the game, guys, is overhead. So if you want to block overhead, you have to just stand up and block. That's the first block lesson you have to know. If you want to block high overhead, you're gonna stay. If you want to block low, you're gonna sit down. So that's an easy part, but I'm gonna explain it on the defense part exactly. So you can up block it, but the subs not this overhead, but most of the time you can just up block the overhead and you can counter him like that. So if you just up block it, it's just second move is just too slow. I'm gonna explain it how to counter between their moves. You up block it and you have a time to go for your down one and counter them. Right. Up blocking is when you just press your block and the up, you're gonna up block them. Up block is for overhead, guys. Sometimes they save on the overhead, but if you up block it, you have more frames to counter them. So up blocking is another option in the game. It's a game mechanic, and I just explained everything on the attacking. If I want to explain you the game, guys, it's 80% defense, 20% combo. So we go on a good part. I think this part is just so important than the first part because I'm going to explain counters. And I try to say everything. So, guys, if you want to counter some move like that, so you have some option, guys, here. Counter that move. You make them miss, you make them pay. That's the first option, but sometimes that doesn't work. You're stuck on the close range and you have to take it. So you can duck on the first high punch and counter them like that, or you can just make them miss and go for down one, and don't let them start the combo because your down one is just too fast. Most of the time you can stop them with any move they want to come. So down one is a mid attack, and it's just useful in the defense because it stops your opponent from throwing something. So if you don't know, guys, in most of the time mid attacks cancels high attacks, and if the Sub-Zero player do something like that, you can duck on the first punch or down punch. You can just down one him before he starts, or you can just macro duck on the first hit and counter him. And if you just miss all of them, you can go for the armor between the second and the third hit. So, and if your camo has some reversal move, you can use your camo like a Sub-Zero camo. Yeah, you can just up. So if Sub-Zero player throws something like that, the third move is overhead, but you cannot up block it on the combo. But if the Sub-Zero player missed that, you can up block the third punch, the third overhead, and you can counter him. But if you just on the block, you cannot up block it. If you just miss that, uh, if you do it on your block, he is still safe, -7. But if you up block the third hit and you see, let me see how negative this guy is. So I up block it, it's -32. You can just do whatever you like. So if you see they spam one move and the guy just missed that, you can just up block the third overhead and go for the counter. Yeah, that was counter for that. Another thing I want to say, you guys, it's anti-airs, guys. Every time you see your opponent jump up and he want to do something, he can come down with the overhead. So you can do combo after that. So guys, let me tell you some attacks before I continue defense. You can just attack your opponent from high. So you can just jump, come down with your 2. And you can do a combo after that. You see, I connected the combo. I come down with the overhead. I connected the combo. So now I have an overhead starter combo with my normal move. And if you come with a kick, you can just do a special move after that. Or you can kick him and you can continue your combo. So you can do aerial attack by jumping. You can just punch and do the combo, or you can kick and continue the combo. And at some point, if you kick, you can just go for your special move, and a special move is going to connect it. So that's some attacking point. So we come back to defense. If the Sub-Zero player comes down with the overhead, so he wanna high attack me, I'm gonna up block him. Every time they jumps up, you can up block them and counter them. But if you don't up block them and they do a fast move or safe move on you, so imagine I just jump here and I do my first move and I cannot counter him. So if I take that hit or I block it, so if I block that, this guy has a block advantage 9 plus 9. That means this guy still can do a combo and it's not my turn to do something. But if I up block it, it's my turn to do combo. So if he didn't up block it, still his turn to do combo. Keep blocking. But if you just up block it, it's your turn to do combo. For example, Johnny Cage kick is just crazy positive when Johnny Cage jump up and kick you on the hair, and he is still positive if you don't up block it, and he can continue the combo. But if you just up block it, it's your time to counter. So the best thing to counter aerial attacks is up block. But at some point, guys, you can counter it with your 2. Most of the time you can counter it with your 2 or with the 1 or any high attacks you have. So you can most of the time use any high attacks to counter aerial combo. You see, this guy still is not here. I can counter him like that. Or you can just jump up and do your fastest aerial combo. 1, 2 like that. So I just jump up and catch him like that. Or I can just jump and kick him on the air. You have to just, if you want to be better in the game, you have to watch out for this aerial combo starter. So as soon as you see they jump up, you can up block them. You can counter them like that. You use any high attacks, most of the time back 2 or 2. It's the fastest and best way to counter aerial attacks. That was aerial attack, guys. So is there still something there? I explained the low attack, I explained the overheads, I explained aerial attacks and defense. Yeah. Another thing I can tell you is just some moves, it has a gap between it, and you can just armor them. I think I explained that. But most of the player, they have a gap between their moves. So if you see the Sub-Zero player do this move, it has a gap between 2 and 3rd hit. So I can just armor that after he hit me on the 2nd hit like that with the
embarrassing
your armor. You have to know your character armor. And another thing I want to tell you, if when they just yeah, I'm gonna explain something. They're just some move you can use them as a counter, but no one knows it. So everyone knows it, and everyone use it, but no one explain it that they can do it as a counter. So jumping is a one move you can just use on the right time. But how can jump just help you guys? Jumping make them miss. So if they miss something, you can just counter them. You see the Sub-Zero, you want to come with the mid, I come down with the over. So when I come down, I press my 2, I come down with the overhead, I can do combo. So if he missed something, so I'm gonna jump on that. So imagine he come with that meat and he missed that, and I'm gonna hit him. So most of the scorpion player, you see the scorpion player is gonna jump up, and they wanna make you miss, or they come with the overhead. Guys, if the opponent stays here and jump too much, and you see he gonna hit you and you lay down, and as soon as you wake up, he gonna jump up. So he gonna jump up and come down with his overhead. When this shit just happened to you, you have to be ready for the up block, or you have to don't do any down one. So if you just do that down one, he gonna hit you. You see, I wanna do a down one, he gonna hit me. So if you wanna wake up and you wanna, most of the guy on the wake, I'm gonna tell you the wake up option you have and when to use it. Yeah, I just remember to say that. If the opponent jump on you on your wake up, don't try to down poke him because he gonna hit you. So another thing I want to tell you guys, when your opponent is going for aerial attack, for the kicks, you have to do your back two on the right time. Sometimes, most of the time, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. You think, oh, it's not working. For the Johnny Cage, most of the time it's not working, and the up block is the best option. As you see, down two is just so hard to do that on the kick, but if you do it on the right time, you can hit it. I'm just telling you. You have to do it on the right time, but if that's hard for you, you can just keep up block it and counter it like that. Yeah, that was aerial attack, guys. And we go for the wake up, and then I explain something about macro ducking. So, and the camo part. Okay, I'm gonna do a camo part too. Okay, guys, if your opponent just throw you down like that, and you wanna wake up, you have some option. You can come back with your armor. You can just maybe grab them. Grab them is another counter you can do after wake up. Or you can just down poke them like that. Or you can just jump up and they miss something, so they gonna miss. I'm gonna counter them. So if you just lay down on the floor, you can jump. You can go for the armor. Or you can just keep blocking, or you can just grab them. Okay, that's the blocking part. But if you wanna attack them and put the pressure on them, then you just throw them down, and it's your attacking time. You can just start with the overheads. You can just hit them at some point when they just getting up. You say their opponent is down, you just take them down. You come with the overhead, you can catch them, or when you just throw them down, you can come with the low. That's another option. Or you can, it's not 100% that you can do that, but it's an option when your opponent he want to wake up. But you have to know your opponent. If your opponent lay down and go for the armor, it's a bad idea to go for the grab. So how can I show you? So my opponent just throw me down. I want to go for the armor. I'm gonna miss that. So you can, if he jump, he can just come with the, he lay me down, he jump up and come down with the kick, and he can continue the combo. So if I wanna do something, some back two like that, he gonna hit me. So the best option after that, it's up block. So you have to know your opponent, what's he going to do, and you're gonna counter it. And if I know I throw my opponent down, and this guy is coming back, with the armor. So if I know my opponent is coming with the armor, I can just block it. After I can just show you right now like that. I have to record that. But imagine you lay your opponent down and he come back with the armor, you have to keep blocking. Or he can come with the grab or some camo wake up. The best thing I can tell you, you have to know your opponent on the first round. So you know your opponent, the most of the time you get hit is on the wake up. So you have to know your opponent, what's he going to do on the wake up, and think about the counter. So if he jumps up, you're gonna up block it. After he just wanna wake up. If he come with the armor, you can just block it. If they're gonna grab you, you can just dock it. And yeah, guys, you have to know your opponent, what's he going to do after wake up, and just counter it. The tip I can just tell you, don't spam one move on your wake up. That means if your opponent just knock you down and you just want to wake up, you just go every time for armor. So your opponent is going to catch you and going to do another combo on you. So don't spam one wake up move every time. So try to do different things and try to know your opponent pattern to counter him. Another thing I want to tell you is macro duck, guys. When exactly to macro duck, there is no answer for that. But I just want to help you to do it on the some point. You can just do it. You can just do it more if I want to tell you exactly. It's not guaranteed that you do that, but you can use it sometimes. So the first thing I want to tell you, when your opponent just down poke you and they come with a grab. So as soon as you see your opponent down poke you, they come with a grab. So you can macro duck on that one and counter them. So you see the down poke and they come with a grab. Down poke, grab, I'm gonna counter it. If you want to counter that down poke, you can down poke them back. That's another option to do for the down poke counter. And yeah, that's the first situation. You can just macro duck on that. Another thing you can just do when I for example, when I hit my opponent and my opponent blocked my down one and he gonna grab me. Wait. I just wanna tell you exactly the point. If my opponent down poke me and I just block that, so if I just block that down one, I can just grab him exactly on that time. So if you are on the another side, you have to macro duck on the right player. So you're gonna down poke me, I'm gonna grab him because I block his down one and he's -9. So it's easy for me to grab him. So most of the time, you see, you're gonna down poke them and they're gonna counter you like that if they block. But option is just down poke them back because counter for down one is down one. And guys, the thing I want to tell you about down one, as soon as you hit the down one, it's your turn to do combo. So if you hit that down one, it's your turn to do something. Okay? But if you hit that, you have to keep blocking, or you can just macro duck it if you want to do some counter. That was about down one, guys. And when to use it exactly, I want to tell you. Most of the time, guys, you do some safe moves like that, and you can down poke them after that move to stop them from doing any combo. So I want to do something, he gonna down poke me and he stop me from doing anything. It's Sub-Zero, it's safe on that move, but he gonna down poke me. It stops me from doing another combo. But if I want to counter that, I come with the mid at this point. So I know you're gonna down poke me. I'm coming with the mid or low. You see, I go with the low or mid. If I have a fast mid, I can counter him. You see, that's a counter. You can counter down one with the low and the mid attacks. So counter him like that. I think I can go with the mid. Yeah, I can also go with the mid and counter them. So if you want to counter that down one, mid attacks and low attacks can counter the down one. If you see your opponent spamming too much down one and it just keeps staying in front of you and do that shit over and over and over, you can just counter them with your mid like that or with your low. Or if you just you see that's hard, after you hit that down one, you're gonna down poke them back. Okay, guys. So another time and situation, you can just go for the macro duck is after you do some crazy stuff. For example, I come down with the dive kick and I know my opponent can up block it, or he just come with the grab. I can just grab him. You see, I can just grab him, but the Sub-Zero player going to macro duck. You see, I'm gonna block it. I want to do something, and if I want to show you, he can macro duck it and he can counter it. You see, he just do crazy stuff. Macro duck down one combo. So I'm gonna block it. See, computer counter me like that. So what I want to tell you is when you just do some crazy stuff like dive kick or what your character has, you can just do the macro duck after that, because you are negative after that point, so your opponent can hit you. But ducking after your crazy move can help you at some situation, and it can gives you a counter, but it's not 100% counter. So that's a better option to just keep blocking, because if a Sub-Zero player do that crazy dive kick, I'm gonna up block it. He's negative, I'm gonna counter him, but he has a opportunity to macro duck me and counter me. You see, I want to throw high, he just macro duck that, and at some point he just can't counter it like that. So he come with that. You see, he come with that, the macro duck to the his fastest move, and he can counter me. So the first option I told you, you can macro duck after down one and they come with the grab. You can just macro duck. After you just do some crazy shit like that, you can macro duck. And if you just finish your combo like that, for example, Sub-Zero has a safe combo like that, and they're gonna grab me at the most of the time after that. So I can just be ready for the grab. So if I block that, I can just grab them first, and if I don't grab them, they can come with the grab and just I can macro duck it. So if I be on the other Sub-Zero situation, I cannot just show it right now. I'm gonna macro duck exactly after that move and I'll continue my combo. So I'm gonna do that combo. Let me put that on the block. So why is not blocking? It should block me right now. Okay, it's not blocking. So if I throw that the combo, and the other Sub-Zero block me, if Sub-Zero just block me like that, so I do that move, I'm -7. I can down poke them after that move, or I can just macro duck. So because when I do that, another Sub-Zero go to down poke me or he just grab me. So most of the time when I finish that move, they're gonna grab you. So you're gonna macro duck and you're gonna continue your combo. So guys, macro duck, if you just do it so slow, it's not working. So you have to just do it like that. You see, I throw my combo, I macro duck, and I just go fast. You have to just do it like fast, like that. So you see, that's exactly how you want to do it. If you just do it slower, that doesn't work. And if you know your opponent come with the mid attacks, you better not to macro duck it. So I explain macro duck, guys. I explain frames. I explain high attacks. I explain every counter in the game, and I think I explain everything, guys. Another thing I can tell you is just camo part. If they have a different camo, guys, and you have to watch out the camo too. So, for example, Sub-Zero do that negative move like that, but sometimes they can make it safe or they can change it with the camo. Oh, so if I wanna block that, you see, after Sonya hit me, he's positive after that move because the camo will help him to do that move. But if I can just up block camos overhead every time, so you see, if I just up block the first move, he can't use camo. But if I hit that, I can up block camo and counter him. So and some camo like a striker, guys, it can help them make them safe go. So if I just block that right now and I want to do something, striker gonna hit me. The thing I can tell you in the game, you have to watch out the camo icon when they use it. So if you play the game, you look at the camo icon, and if they use it, you be ready to counter the camo or you just keep blocking. So for example, I'm gonna up block that. I wanna do something, a striker hit me. So the option I can tell you, you can just go for the armor as soon as you just see the camo is coming. Every time the camo comes to help the character, you can armor them. So I'm repeating that. Not always like a striker, because a striker is just so a strong camo. He can just throw something and he can block. But for the Sonya, it works another way. So most of the camo in the game, they can't be armored. So for example, if I wanna tell you like that, so you wanna do a camo move, I'm gonna armor him. So as soon as you see the camo will come into the game, you can go for the armor. Oof. I think I said everything, guys. If you have question, you can ask. I just explained it on the 2026 after 3 years releasing of the game. Maybe some of you just install the game, or maybe some of you want to be better in the game. But if you have question, you can write down the comment. I try to answer. And yeah, that was it, guys.